it seems like mecha shows are an extreme short supply anymore. I remember we had a whole period of time where everybody was yelling there was too many mecha shows, and now it seems like we can get a season that doesn't even have a mecha show. But with the Winter 2021 season, we have Batgirl, which is a series that is being done by Studio Volan, and it's actually an original series that they're doing, and I'm okay with it so far. Essentially, it opens up kind of showing you this world that is surrounded by a gigantic wall, and they claim, even in their religions, that there is nothing beyond the wall. It's actually blasphemous to believe that there's anything beyond this wall. It's almost like that flat Earth idea where there is an edge, but this has a wall around it. And every now and then, they claim that they're falling from the heavens. These capsules fall from the sky and land in different areas, and there's currently two warring sides, and so both of them really kind of compete to grab these relics falling from the sky, because inside of these relics or capsules they have these bands that are within them, and these bands, when they're placed on a arm, they will manifest a battle suit, this big mecha. And the unique thing about this particular series is the mecha itself that manifests from the person when they put it on. It kind of takes on a trait of the person. Like, their desire gets personified in their abilities. Like, they had one of the characters in the cast is Atli, and her desire was something like perseverance, like overcoming things. And so the unique ability she got was she could dodge things really easily. They had another one that was, his whole thing was like catching things, and so everybody has like a trait to them. When a huge group of soldiers in front of the king were given a whole bunch of bands, when they used them, they all looked the same because they all had the same desire, which was to serve their emperor, which they, promptly kind of point out, even though the guy in the room at the same time said the same exact thing to a bunch of soldiers from the other side. Like, they all look the same because they were probably doing the same thing. But at any rate, one of these gigantic capsules that come out of the sky lands in a neutral zone at a village, and this village opens it up. Come to find, they were trying to cook it. They thought it was a blessing of food from the gods, and so they wanted to cook the thing, and it just turns it into a hot pot. And when it pops open, this guy pops out of it, and this guy's completely butt naked. He doesn't know anything about what's going on, where he came or where he's from, who he is. He just remembers that he has to get back to this place beyond the wall. And of course, everybody's laughing at him, like, there's nothing past the wall. This is crazy. But he's like, no, I don't know anything. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I've been. I know I need to get back across that wall. So he just marches right off to see if he can climb it. But quickly, the village comes under attack by different warring sides, mercenaries, all trying to capture whatever was in that capsule. It's obviously going to be something special in there. And through the coming episodes, it essentially have this village being destroyed by this conflict to find this what's inside this capsule. At the same time, this guy, which he names himself later Batgirl comes in. He would typically help them and save them, until eventually at some point they actually manifest a giant ship that was asleep underneath this village, thanks to one of the characters getting another one of these bands. And so far, it's with the episodes that I've watched, it's kind of just been kind of opening up this idea of this world, the idea, the concept of there being something beyond the wall. A particular seer from one of the kingdoms trying to figure out the secrets that are being hidden by the kingdom about what's beyond the wall. And this guy, this random stranger that showed up in a capsule, essentially just trying to get beyond the wall, but at the same time help this village from getting destroyed because he landed there. And this village choosing to, I guess, betray him and turn him back to the people in order to save themselves, because they don't know who this guy is. He just landed there. We'll take him. We don't want to have anything to do with this. And that's been pretty much it so far. The CGI looks okay. I always have a fear of CGI mecha shows. Sometimes they make them look too realistic and they don't fit the art style. Sometimes they just look stiff and don't animate very well. And this one's doing a really good job of it. It looks really good. It reminds me a lot of Darling in the Franxx, where it almost has kind of a, I would say, moetification of the mecha. It gives it they have almost like a personification of their character within the mechs themselves, especially with like Atali's uh, mecha design. And so they almost have like a very unique look to them. They don't look all like robots. They don't look like bipeds. They don't look like, standard mechas. They all have a different, unique look to them. And it matches with the art style pretty decently well. It doesn't the art style of the CGI does not clash with the rest of the show, and the animation's been pretty good so far. And overall, the look of the characters, I like the art design, the character designs. I like a lot of the seiyus, especially with like Elsha. I like her seiyu in a lot of other shows, so I'm happy to see her here as well. It has got quite a few very prominent seiyus in the show, which does lead me to believe they're putting quite a bit into this show. That along with the animation, it looks good. I don't remember much wonky character designs, so they're keeping the characters on model. Everything's lining up for it to be a good show. Looks, style, directing, and everything. The only concern I have so far is, besides the whole betrayal of Back Arrow from the village and the comedy not being extremely funny. I mean, there's some good points. Like I did get a huge kick out of the fact that they keep calling him Pantsusan because he came naked, and they gave him like the underwear of one of the ancestors, and so they're like being really stupid about that. But the overall story really hasn't gotten me yet, and that's my only concern so far. It is running for 24 episodes, so it could be a slow burn or a slow start, but I haven't really gotten anything so far story-wise that really has grabbed me. And that's something I'm going to have to be looking forward to in the next few episodes, because two-core ask is very difficult of anybody. Even if I were to watch through the entire series anyways, it's hard to recommend if it doesn't have that grabbing point soon. So I'll keep my eye on it. I'll let you guys know if anything changes on it, but so far that's my thoughts on Back Arrow. Again, a series that is airing winter 2021 season. You can check it out on Funimation. I hope you guys enjoyed this first impression. As always, if you guys liked it, please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you all take care.